Hey guys, it's Shorzo here. So most of you have probably seen this trailer and it does look great, doesn't it? And in this video, I'm going to be breaking it down a bit. I'm going to be showing you some things that you might have missed, and I'm also going to give you some predictions as well. So starting off in Vault 33, it looks like they're going for the Fallout 4 kind of vibe in terms of how Vault Tech looks. So the Vault door is very much different to like the Fallout 3 and New Vegas games. I started off with Fallout 3 and then New Vegas and then 4 and then 76. I never played the older Fallouts, but the Fallout 3 and New Vegas had a very much of a dark tone to it. Like the vaults were very like horror-like, very dark, very gloomy. So it looks like they're going for the Fallout 4 vibes in terms of the vaults, which I'm not complaining about. They look great. And they've got the suits spot on. Just look at that. No complaints here. And the background looks brilliant here. It's be interesting to see why she's leaving in this story, because it looks like a lot of them are staying. She's the only one leaving, and there's a dead body right here. Yeah, a lot of questions for this one. So she's left the vault now. Looks like we're going to get a bit of a desert feel for this TV show. I understand it's based in Los Angeles, so quite an interesting one. And you can see the vault right there actually. Quite an interesting place to put the vault in my opinion. It's right on the beach, so like what if there's a tsunami or something? I don't know. I find that it's a weird place to put a vault. So you can see here that she's leaving the vault because you can see the stairs right there. And this looks like it used to be a massive structure. Maybe this used to be underground. I don't know. And you can see these bodies down here. And they look mummified, similar to the bodies that you find in Fallout 76. You don't get that in any of the other Fallouts, but it's quite interesting to see that they've implemented that. They've got the red roach spot on there. That looks great. Yeah, I'm getting a New Vegas vibe here with the desert. This boat's interesting. Looks like the only boat washed up on this beach. Now this guy right here looks very clean for the Wasteland. Like she's obviously outside. There's a fire going on here, and maybe she's found a guy who's from a settlement that are quite civilized, which is quite a surprise in the Wasteland. You got Dogme. Dogme's back. I doubt he's called Dogme. It'd be so good if that dog was called Dogme, but it's only right they put a dog in this show because every Fallout you've always had a companion, and it's always been a dog. So I'm glad they've put a dog in here. The vertebrates look great as well. That is spot on that. But according to Fallout lore, the NCR are very much in this region around about this time, because this TV show takes place in 2296 and Fallout 3 takes place in 2277 and New Vegas was like 2281. So only a 20-year difference, and yeah, according to Fallout lore, the NCR was very much within this region, and there was a settlement called the Boneyard in this area. I think it's based in one of the old Fallouts. I never played the first few Fallouts, but in this trailer you can't see any signs of NCR, so it'd be interesting if they do make it in the show. You would hope so, because it's lore friendly, but I'd be interested to see if the Brotherhood is still battle it out with the NCR. That'd be pretty cool. They've got the power armor. Like, just look, the power armor looks great. This looks like a jukebox. Looks quite different to the ones you find in the game, but I'm not complaining. It looks great. So like, it looks like they're all going mental in this vault. So in the Fallout series, it's very common to find vaults where the people inside the vaults have literally broken down, like gone mental basically. Like they've either run out of food or water, and they just, yeah, they either turn into cannibals or they start killing each other or they try to escape. And there was also a lot of vaults where they did experiments on people, Vault Tech. And there was a particularly funny quest in Fallout 3 where, I can't remember the vault number exactly, but it was like a vault and it had like one of the same person and they were all called Gary. So you had like Gary 1, 3, 4, 5. And yeah, they just really wanted to kill you. And it was just funny. They all said, like, they had funny dialogue as well. So it'd be funny to see if in this show that she finds vaults like that where they've experimented on people and yeah, just make things a bit funny. So this is giving me very much Megaton vibes. Just with the plane here, and it's just scrappy, isn't it? And it'd be good to see if they kind of take things out of the game and kind of mimic it a bit, like sort of get a Megaton kind of vibe and build a Megaton in the show, but little differences, do you know what I mean? The ghoul is like my favourite part of this trailer. This looks great. They've done such a good job. They brought out leaked photos not too long ago and it didn't look great. Maybe it was like a tester, but this looks great. And it looks we're very much getting a New Vegas feel here with the desert and just the overall feel to it. And look, he's got the duster on, he's got the cowboy hat. And this whole complex right here looks very like Western. We'll go back on that actually. Look, it's just very much a junkie / Western kind of vibe, like a Mad Max kind of vibe, if you know what I mean. This looks cool. Like the games I've played, I've not seen anyone with one eye, especially humans. So I'm not against it. There's mutations, but this looks great. They've got the turrets spot on as well. This looks great. There's Dogme. Now this one's an interesting one. So I believe this looks like a school in my opinion. So you've got a robot here pushing, which looks like a 13-year-old, a child basically, on a bed. So my prediction for this one is this could be like a child community. So in Fallout 3 you had like a quest and you discovered a place called Little Lamplight. And it was run by children, basically, like really rude children, and they all had like guns and armor and stuff. And it was a community where no adults were allowed. And it was just a funny quest. Like you'd sort of argue with them, and I think you were trying to get to like one place to another, and they were blocking that way. So it would also be interesting to see if they took some Fallout quests from the game and put it in the show and kind of twist it a bit. I'd love it if they did that. So it looks like right there, we'll see that again. We're very much getting a father / daughter kind of story here. Again, similar to Fallout 3. It was very much a father / son kind of story. So this looks great. That bear looks great as well. Now this, I love this. I'm not sure what creature this is. It looks like someone out of 76. But I'm very much looking forward to what kind of creatures we see in this show, because this looks incredible. There's going to be some weird, wacky creatures in this show. Now, I have no idea what's going on here. This looks like in the same vault where they're having that breakdown and someone has stuck a fork in her eye, which is hilarious. So it looks like they've probably like overrun the security and took a load of weapons and they've all gone mental. This looks wicked. Brotherhood is still right there. Now my prediction for this guy right here, you can see him running away from the bombs on the horse here. My prediction is this is the same guy we saw earlier as a ghoul, because they've got a similar hat on, so it just makes sense, do you know what I mean? And as some of you may not be aware, that ghouls are pre-war people basically, so they survived the bombs, but they didn't make it to the vault, but they got so much radiation that they've become immortal basically. So ghouls in the Fallout universe are very old, like they're hundreds of years old. So it'd be interesting to see if they kind of show us some stuff before the bombs dropped in this show. I'd love to see more of that. And they've got a prepare for the future sign there as well. That's a nice touch. And this just looks devastating but beautiful at the same time. I mean, just look at that. That's insane. Absolutely incredible. Yeah, this trailer very much has given me goosebumps. Like, I'm so hyped for this trailer. April can't come soon enough. I've just got a very good feeling about this. When they announced it, I was very hesitant and very worried about if they would ruin it. But this trailer's given me hope. Like, I feel like they ruined the Halo series when they brought out a series for that. I watched a few episodes and it just wasn't the same. It just wasn't. But I'm very hopeful for this one, and I'm looking forward to it. And I hope you guys are too. If you're new around here, subscribe if you want to see more Fallout content. I post Starfield content as well. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.